Hi, everyone. This is Charles Hoskinson broadcasting live from warm, sunny Colorado. Always warm, always sunny, sometimes Colorado. Today is August 26th. It's a Friday, 4 p.m. And I wanted to make a video to discuss the Vasil update. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And we get to use a lot of community infrastructure for this. That's exciting. So if you click over here, here's Pool Tool. You'll notice that blocks by protocol version, 51%. For Epic, 359, and reporting 135.3. Relays are at 62%. Reporting version's about 67%. All the network stats look really, really good. Propagation times look good. If you take a look at the relay centers, they all look good. And all things considered, 97% synchronization, holding pretty steady. Nothing problematic. Pool Tool is looking solid. If you take a look at our checklist here that Nigel just put up, he said known downstream components, 1.353 is released, DB Sync 1304 is released, Wallet Backend is released, Rosetta is released, Serialization Library is ready, Token Registry is ready, Omigos is ready, GraphQL is ready, Explorer is ready, downstream components. The Daedalus release for consumers, so this is not the SPOs, but for you guys, 135.3 is expected on the 31st. And BlockFost is waiting for some environments. There was a particular bug that we just discovered, missing block on 135 with freshly generated operating certificate. Doesn't look too bad. And here's the entire log for it. So we're triaging that at the moment, but so far so good. And NoSev 1 to 3 bugs. Those are the kinds of things that would delay or stop a hard fork, like things discovered in 135 and 135 1 and 2. 9sev 4, and there's a few sev outstanding. These are small bugs and issues like issues with the command line and so forth. So that's not a hard fork blocker. Then these are similar statistics that we have here, some things on the dApps and so forth. So the next major lift is to get the exchanges on board. Binance is reporting that they're currently upgrading by volume. I think they're about 30-40% of the Cardano trade volume, and others like Kraken, Coinbase, and so forth tend to follow along. Generally, what happens is that after a hard fork date is announced, you see a big rush and people push through. So what is probably going to occur is that once we hit that golden 75% of the SPOs, and 3 to 5 of the major exchanges by volume, the top 3, top 5 are upgraded or are in the process of upgrading. A hard fork date will be set, and then the rest of the exchanges feel the urgency and they start upgrading. It's really hard to get them otherwise. They tend to need a little bit of a push for that. So I just wanted to close out the week letting you guys know that things are moving along very quickly. Extensive testing is still being done by both the community and still by us. And a lot of integration work is happening behind the scenes. So all of that infrastructure is looking good. And hopefully we should be able to work with the community to get a hard fork date set soon. We're going to have a meeting with the SPOs here in a little bit and ask them how everything's going on their end. And the CF is working very aggressively at starting to push the exchanges to get to 135.3 so that by liquidity, those things look really good. So sometime in September is what it looks like, unless something is discovered or we run into a substantial slowdown somewhere. We're not quite over the finish line, but everything looks pretty good. No major bugs or issues. And so far, the testing has come along quite well. Some things on the horizon to look out for, in particular, SIP 47, which is a formalization of what we're doing right now with 75% of the SPOs upgrading. And there's going to be several other SIPs that are written quickly that relate to things like key management and the voting process and the update proposal and how these things work. So those are going to be projects throughout the remainder of the year as kind of precursors to the Voltaire age. I will be at Stanford next week, flying out there on Saturday. And hopefully I should have a lot to say about our input endorser specification. The scientists spent this entire week with Ben Beckman, our chief architect, basically following up what they already started doing at Scotland a few months ago. And hopefully we should have some form of proto specification that we can start translating into SIPs. So things are looking pretty good. We just released the Mithril repository. It's the product of 12 sprints, 24 weeks of development effort. And the first wallet, I think, to integrate that once it's commercial ready will be Lace. Right now, we're starting the process of rolling that out to SPOs on the testnet, pre-production, and there's a lot more to do on that, but it's real exciting code. So highly recommend check my Twitter feed. I went ahead and tweeted out a link to the GitHub repo for Mithril. Also, Hydra is still coming along quite well. So we're making great progress on Basho. Basho is sidechains, Mithril, Hydra, and a lot of the specification work that we're doing for things like IE, input endorsers. So there you go. Thank you, everybody. Cheers.